Hey guys, Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite lens to use with the Glidecam. There's actually a few different lenses that I like to use, but there's one specific lens that I always like to use on my Glidecam. So let's dive deep into this video and I'll explain to you why I use that one specific lens for most of my shoots. Let's start off with the Rokinon 14mm lens. This is an ultra wide angle lens that gives you beautiful cinematic shots. Now, why would I use a wide angle lens with a Glidecam? When you're using a wide angle lens with a Glidecam, you see more movement, more of that smoothness and just gliding footage. Just take a look right here. So now you know what I mean when I say dynamic footage. With a wide angle lens, you're able to see more. You're able to see more movement, and dynamic footage is my favorite. Don't you just hate it when a camera's just simply sitting on a tripod? Well, not only does a Glidecam help out with dynamics, but so does the lens, which is why I mainly use my 14mm Rokinon lens to do establishing shots, tracking shots, and just scenic, beautiful shots as well. So now we have the 28mm lens. This is double the focal length of the Rokinon 14mm, so let's see what the difference is when we narrow down our field of view. So now that we saw the 28mm footage, let's play back the 14mm footage and the 28mm, and let's compare the two. Side by side, you can obviously tell that the 14mm lens gets you a wider view, you get more in the picture, and you get more movement. You get more of that Glidecam flying, gliding type footage. With the 28mm, you still get that smoothness, that gliding and flying type footage. However, you get a more narrow field of view. It's still pretty darn good, but I still prefer the 14mm lens. Now let's move up to the 50mm lens. Alright, so now that we took a look at the 50mm lens, let's compare it with the 28mm. Now let's compare it with the 14mm. With the 50mm, you see more of that up and down movement. So why would you want to use a 50mm lens on a Glidecam? Well, this is specifically meant for what I like to call those tracking shots. Let's say you're shooting a couple talking to each other and they're walking down the street. A 50mm lens gets you that nice depth of field. So even though you get a little bit more of that up and down movement, you get a beautiful narrow shot focusing specifically on that couple, and you get that nice shallow depth of field. That's a cinematic shot, guys. So a 50mm can actually do you some good. For me, I strongly prefer starting off with the Rokinon 14mm lens. I just love that dynamic flying, gliding footage. It's specifically great for those real estate videos and those establishing shots. People want to see movement. They want to see dynamics. So a 14mm lens by far is my favorite lens to use with the Glidecam. Plus, with the 14mm lens, you see less of that vibration and that up and down movement. Check out my gear list below to find out where you can purchase the Rokinon 14mm lens. This lens is guaranteed to make you have beautiful, gliding, flying footage. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And in the description box below, I have a list of the main equipment that I use for all of my shoots, and the links to where I buy that equipment. So check it out in the description box below. You can also check out my free newsletter where I give away free cinematography and photography tips located on my website at www.capturethemomentum.com. And if you're a company and you would like me to create review or tutorial videos on your products, you can email me at info@capturethemomentum.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. Take care. Bye-bye.